As you log into the Scout Softball website for the first time, it's important to understand how you log in and make changes to your personal profile. At the top of the page, you'll see a spot for your username, which is your first name, a space, and then your last name, followed by the password that we supplied you for your first time signing in. Go ahead and enter that information, and then click on the login button, and now you're going to have access to your account. Go ahead and click on the My Account tab. The first place I want you to go is to change your password. At any point you want to change your password, you can use this field and go ahead and do that. Do not enter a forward slash, a backslash, or a period character as you enter a new password. Once that password's in, click on Change Password and the page will refresh. The second place I want you to go is to change your personal information. We want to make sure that your new email address, your current email address is on file, your address, your city, your state. Make sure your state is a 2-digit abbreviation, your zip code. You can see the form for your phone number. When you enter your date of birth, if you have a single-digit month, such as January, February, or March, you don't need to put 04 in for April. You can just put the number 4, 11, and then your birth year will be a 4-digit number. So make sure that it's not 4/11/98, it's 4/11/1998. Your high school, you do not need to include the words high school at the end of it, or academy or anything like that. It just needs to see, in this situation, the high school is McLean. Club team, you can enter the actual club you play for, or more specifically, make sure that you're entering the name of the team in which it's going to appear at nationals or showcases this summer or this fall, to make sure that coaches have instant recognition with that travel team and your name. Your GPA, listed in a simple format, is a 3.5 or a 5.0. If you're on a scale, for instance, if you're on a 5.0 scale, then make sure that you put a slash in between. I might want to put 4.5 of a 5.0. That format will be perfectly fine. If you're on a normal 4.0 scale, then just use that number so that coaches know it's on a 4.0 scale. You don't need to put 3.5 of a 4.0. When you go to your class rank, the first digit's going to represent your class rank. The second one is the number of students in your class. So if I'm the 5th student of a class with 576 students, that's how I enter that. And you can see I can add my other scores, my SAT and my ACT scores here as well. Once you're done with that information, filled out completely, hit Submit Changes for us. If we go back into the My Account tab, the next page I want you to look at is to view and edit my schedule. Another feature of the new site is that you're able to put in your schedule so that coaches can see that information at any point. So if you know your summer schedule or your fall schedule at this point, go ahead and put that information on the site so that coaches know where they can find you, and so that they can arrange their schedules to find you as a qualified student athlete. Now, the last place we want to go ahead and look is what your new player page looks like. I can access my player page very easily at any time by coming back to the My Account tab. If I click on Visit My Player Page, you'll see that my picture, all of my scouting index information, my different representations of my grades in each category, all of that information does show up on the new site. What's available to the player and the college coaches is this particular look. If I was not logged in as the player who's represented here, then my profile would look like this. As you'll see, the video content remains because that has to be open to any college coach or anybody that looks at the page per NCAA guidelines. So video information has to be public for everyone to see. However, your scouting report, your player information, your schedule, and your coach tracker is only available to the college coaches or available to the player who owns the page. In fact, the coach tracker is only available to the player that owns the page. So if you're not logged in and try to look at your profile, here's what it'll look like. If I click on Scouting Report, you notice now that I'm logged in, I've got information that shows up. My player info shows up because I'm logged in. My schedule will show up if I had one. And as my coach tracker becomes added, you'll see that information too. If I log out of the account immediately, I go back to blank. If you click on my Scouting Report, it says this section is for college coaches and the owner of this page only. My player info, schedule, coach tracker, none of that information will appear if I am logged out. As I log back in, all of that information will be available back at my player page. Some features of the new player page. You'll see your premium video will play if you have a premium video. Simply click on this to play it, and your premium video will show up and begin streaming immediately. If you've played in a showcase, all I have to do is click on this showcase button, and up will pop any showcase that I've played in. It's linked back to our showcase page so that coaches can find you within that. If you look at your scouting report, all the scouting report information, if you had an old report with us, it's all moved over to the new site. Everything's updated. Your player info tab with all of your contact information is present for college coaches to look at, as is your schedule if you have any schedule information that's available. Your coach tracker will be something unique. As you can see here, we have all the coach trackers wiped out for all players to start the new site off with, but you can see that Scout Softball has viewed a profile, added a player to a watch list. Adding players to watch lists and viewing profiles are things that can be tracked on the new coach tracker system. We'll talk about the coach tracker in another lesson. But again, to rehash here, we need you to change your password, change your personal information. You can view and edit your schedule, or visit my player page, all from the My Account tab after you log into the website.